Would somebody please check for cracks in the foundation of the building? And thank you again for that inspiring performance. Give you a point of information. I am a teacher, and I learned before the ceremony that gospel is a combination of gospel and opera. It is now my distinct honor to introduce Dr. Emmett Carson, CEO of the Silicon Valley Community Foundation. Dr. Carson is an internationally recognized philanthropic leader and has been for more than 2 decades. He has successfully led the Silicon Valley Community Foundation, a $2 billion entity that is widely known for its visionary leadership and its donor services. Most importantly, for the purposes of today's ceremony, Dr. Carson is thoroughly familiar with the contributions President Johnson has made to higher education, and he will be conducting the introduction of the official installation. Please join with me now in welcoming the CEO of the Silicon Valley Community Foundation, Dr. Emmett Carson.
Thank you. Thank you. To the Board of Trustees, faculty, distinguished guests, alumni, students, family, and friends, it gives me enormous pleasure to have this singular opportunity to share with you some personal reflections about my friend, Dr. Robert Johnson. It is the depth and the strength of that friendship which compelled me to take a red-eye flight last night from California so that I could be with you here today. Robert and I have known each other for 30 years, going back to when we were freshmen at Morehouse College, and spent hours and hours together in and out of classes studying our shared major of economics. As many of the students here will come to more fully understand and appreciate with the passage of time, the friendships that are formed in college are both unique and special. It is through the college experience where you get to know who someone really is underneath the outer shell that we learn to present to the world. For 4 years, in the classroom during the day, in study halls and dorm rooms at night, and at parties on the weekend, yes, your president knows how to have a responsible good time. I have seen the true interface of Dr. Robert Johnson. I had the opportunity to get to know him before the Ph.D. and before all of the public accolades. I saw firsthand how Robert's dreams and aspirations for our nation and world were tempered by the flames of new knowledge and hard work. I had the privilege of watching as he shaped and refined what he wanted to achieve in life, like a sculptor with a wood block, patiently chipping away until an image is revealed for all to see. In the short time that I've been given, it is my hope to give all of you some insight into the remarkable leader that the Board of Trustees has so wisely selected to lead this institution as the 10th president of Becker College. So let me tell you just a few things about the interface of my friend, your president. Robert has never been satisfied with conventional answers. He is a visionary. He can see the possibilities in a block of wood, whether a student, a team, an institution, a community, or a society. His favorite responses are, why not? How come? Let's try it. And no pressure. While Robert is fully at ease with kings and queens, titans of industry, and on the golf course, he is at heart a blue-collar kid from Detroit, Michigan. Like his hometown, he is a hard worker, tenacious, determined, and relentless. Every award and honor he has received has been earned through painstaking effort and unwavering dedication. Robert sets high expectations for himself and all of those around him. This is who he is, regardless of whether the expectations relate to family, friends, or professional colleagues. His own desire and willingness to always do his best, to always give it his all, inspires and motivates those around him to always do their best, to always give it their all. Robert believes in the power of education. He knows that education made a difference in his life and passionately believes that education can make the difference in the lives of others. He hopes that by training a diverse group of global citizens who are prepared to work together and to engage in critical thinking is perhaps the only way to find solutions to our nation's and our world's interconnected 21st century problems. Robert is a family man. He is both a loving husband and a caring father. However, what is special about Robert is that he draws enormous personal strength and energy from both his immediate family and his extended family. As a result, he has enormous empathy and caring for all the people that he meets as being unique individuals with their own stories to tell. He cares about people. And you, the Becker College family, have now become part of his family. And I assure you that you will feel the warmth of his embrace and the generosity of his spirit. Finally, Robert is a smart and savvy leader. The proof of this statement is that I was only given a short amount of time to speak to ensure I wouldn't have enough time to tell you any revealing stories. However, I do have time to share just one anecdote about your new president. After meeting Robert for the first time, my wife remarked that she better understood me, and independently, Michelle, Robert's wife, said the same thing to him after meeting me. For me, there was no higher compliment than being told by my wife that she could see a little of Robert Johnson in me. In time, I believe that the highest compliment that the graduates of this great college will give to each other is to say that they can see a little of Dr. Robert Johnson in each other. Thank you for letting me share this special moment.
Thank you very much, Dr. Carson. I hope that all the economics students of mine in the back of this hall have a greater appreciation for the subject of economics now. And now we've arrived at the focal point, the focal moment of this ceremony. It is my genuine honor to present the chair and the vice chair of the Board of Trustees of Becker College, Arthur D. Geronimo, Jr. and Richard Pyle, to invest Dr. Robert Johnson as the 10th president of Becker College.
No pressure, huh, Robert? Love it. It has been remarkable that everyone spoke about, those of us on the Board of Trustees, Robert has exhibited all those qualities in just such a short period of time that he has been with us. I think you now have a great idea of why Dr. Johnson is the choice and the president to lead our institution forward. Selecting a president is one of the most important responsibilities and decisions a Board of Trustees is required to make. I would like to acknowledge the work of our fellow trustee, Fran Polito, who chaired the search that brought Robert to Becker College. Thank you, Fran, to you and the committee. It was fun. When we started the search, we wanted someone who was a thought-provoking leader with vision, intuition, creativity, relationship-building skills, a work ethic to help define Becker College as we enter a new era. We sought someone who would be able to identify our strengths and opportunities while capitalizing on key attributes that already distinguish Becker, and never once saying, "There's no problem we can't solve." We wanted someone who understands the importance of forming strategic partnerships with our community, with our region, and at the state and national level, and as Becker grows beyond. Someone who understands the power of education and what it means to strive for new heights. We wanted someone who could light a fire and inspire through motivational leadership and intuitively lead by example, like emails at 2:30 in the morning. And someone who demonstrates forward thinking and fiscal responsibility. We wanted someone fully seasoned with an uncommonly robust skill set to dream big with us. And Dr. Johnson, you possess every attribute we sought and all that Becker requires. American author, naturalist, philosopher, and historian Henry David Thoreau captured the importance of dreaming big when he said, quote, "If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours." So, Dr. Johnson, please advance confidently so that we may invest you as the 10th president of this outstanding institution. By authority vested in me by the Becker College Board of Trustees, I will present you with the chain of office. Our Vice Chair, Richard Pyle, will present you with the founding charter of the college. I charge you to keep the covenant with our founders by creating at Becker an environment that fosters academic excellence, social responsibility, and creative expression. President Johnson, on behalf of your Board of Trustees, I assure you of our confidence in you and pledge our continuing support to you as you strive to achieve the greatness that is in this college's present and future. I congratulate you and wish you Godspeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 10th president of Becker College, Dr. Robert E. Johnson.
Thank you very much.